Yes, sir. Y'all know exactly why we're here. I don't even gotta say it. You see the jacket, you see the necklace, you see the helmet. You know why we're here. Let's just get into it. You guys already know how long I've been waiting for this one. Let's go.
Motorcyclist exceeding speeds of 120 miles per hour. Last seen heading northbound.
Unit 12, acknowledging dispatch. Already in pursuit.
That was clean. That was real clean.
I'm looking for something. Something I do not understand.
Yo. Imagine seeing one of those. Oh my god. Like, look at that. Bruh. It looks so beautiful. Is this what the film soundtrack is gonna sound like?
Ready?
If so, this is about to go hard. Hey, who we got?
Because there's no going back.
Is that Jeff? Is that Jeff Bridges? He's Kevin King himself? Yo, my birthday. Yeah, that was lit. That was lit. That looks amazing. Because I've already seen the trailer before back in August. Real quick, I'll just go over what's new and what's not new. Okay? I don't think anyone's talked about who these two are. Like, I mean, obviously these two are the same people in this shot, right? These two. Like, it's the same two, I'm pretty sure. I think one of them is Ares, but it's hard to see. Because I actually have a shot of Ares. I can put it on screen right now. This is what Ares looks like. And so just looking off of this shot, I don't think that this is him, especially based off of right here, this little section. And that's blurry, so obviously that one's really hard to tell. I don't think that that's him. I mean, it should be, though, in theory. In theory, it should be Ares and Jodie Turner-Smith character, Athena. Because those are the main two programs that we've seen in Red so far. So I'm pretty sure one of them is her and one of them is Ares, but not 100% sure just because it doesn't exactly match up. This shot is new. This shot is new. Pretty sure that's Julian Dillinger, who is, we don't know exactly how he's related to the other Dillingers, but we do know that he is the one who is, I guess, the villain of this movie, and I think he's part of, you know, the main reason that Ares comes into the real world. I think he's like spearheading bringing programs from the grid to the real world. This shot is new. This is Ares, and now you could tell this is Ares literally from the little thing on right there by the ear, right there. This right here, this is something that Ares has. Not to say that other programs don't have it, but yeah, that's definitely Ares. And then even when the rest of it forms, hey, look at this shoulder piece right here. You can tell that's definitely Ares. Now, it's important to pay attention to the background, like where he's materializing at, based off of like these little crystals. So these crystals are actually in the first trailer from August. I'll show you guys an example. Well, not crystals, I guess particles. We've seen these in the first trailer that was leaked. So I wonder if this is him materializing into the real world or not. I don't think so because the background is red, but I don't know. We don't know, right? Right here, like look at that. That looks like the grid. It looks like somewhere on the grid versus in the real world, right? Also, Kevin Flynn, right? That's definitely Jeff Bridges' voice. We all know his voice. That's Kevin Flynn. I wonder what he's referring to saying, "You ready? Because there's no going back." I have a theory. I'll go over it with you guys after we finish this. This shot is crazy, by the way. This shot is crazy, and it is also not in the trailer that was shown back in August. And I don't know if you guys peeped this, but look, right up here, that's Incom. This is, I don't know. This is a really crazy shot because it's just like, obviously all of this is probably Incom's doing, right? Like it all started with Incom. And now look at the sky. Like, look at all, like, it's basically a war going on in the sky right now. You can just see all the shots, everything flying around, the recognizer that's looked like it's about to explode, basically. Like, this is all, I don't know, poetic justice, I guess. Very, very interesting. So, I already have the trailer up, the leaked one, so we can go over a few things. So, like, this shot right here, this is Julian Dillinger, also played by Evan Peters, talking about bringing programs into the real world. This shot obviously is not in the new trailer. This shot is also not in the new trailer. Like, I'm telling you, there are so many shots that are not in the new trailer. Honestly, most of the shots from the D23 trailer are not in the new trailer. Like, this shot also not in there. This shot not in there. Now this shot is, as we see, but it's different. They just show that. They don't show this, and they don't show this. And I think this is the context what we're missing, because this, I'm pretty sure, is where Sam Flynn was living, right? And so it looks like this is where Ares and Eve Kim meet. This is Eve Kim, right? And it looks like she's looking right at Ares, along with the helicopter that's looking like right at him. Now see, look at this. So if you pay attention to Jodie Turner-Smith's character, look at the spot by her ear. So like I said, her little thing, like the lights are different. She has just like, you know, lines or whatever, versus Ares, who has dots. So that's how we definitely know that that program that was basically being materialized is definitely Ares. So this shot right here is also not in the new trailer. And I believe this is Eve Kim dodging these new type of vehicles from the grid. This shot right here also not in the new trailer. The actor period is nowhere to be found in the new trailer. There actually are a number of actors missing from the newest trailer. This guy is one of them. There's another guy close to the end of this leak trailer that is also not in the new one. So this shot right here also not in the new trailer, and this is super interesting because there are people on the internet right now who think that this might be Sam Flynn, and I'm like, no, this is actually not Sam Flynn. But that's because they're missing certain shots, right? So people don't know that Eve Kim ends up on the grid inside of a light cycle suit. Now this shot right here, this is the shot I was talking about. You see, it looks like sand or something like that, but I'm pretty sure this is a de-resed program. But I think this is a de-resed program in the real world. Right here at the end of this shot, somebody puts their hand up, and that looks like a normal human hand versus, you know, like a program's hand. And it looks like somebody unexpectedly killed a program and they, you know, turned into particles, and the person is getting up from the floor because they're probably surprised at what just happened. We have a shot of Ares fighting somebody with his disc that is also not in the newest trailer, unfortunately, because I would love to see this in high resolution. So here we also have that same shot from earlier where it's Eve and Ares, but this is more of a close-up so you can see exactly who's on this vehicle. And then here is another crazy shot we did not get in the newest trailer, which I'm really upset about. So this looks like a whole section of the grid just brought into the real world. Like this part right here is pretty much the grid, while outside of here, this is like the normal real world. They didn't put this inside of the newest trailer, but I definitely think they're gonna put this in the next one. Because you gotta also remember, the trailer we just got is only a teaser trailer. It's supposed to get us excited, supposed to get us talking about Tron. Versus the next trailer, that's supposed to be the big one. That's supposed to be the one that shows some crazy stuff. We're just like, oh my God, and gets everyone really talking about it. So yes, we know that stuff is coming to the real world from the grid. We don't know to what level. We just think maybe it's just vehicles and, you know, programs, but no, like showing us this shot, man, I can't wait. I'm pretty sure they're gonna show this shot in at least one of the final trailers before the movie comes out, and I can't wait. This shot as well, because as we know for sure that the grid doesn't really have a sun, right? It's always, you know, dark or cloudy or whatever. We don't get the sun, so you know that this is in the real world, and this is probably closer towards the end of the movie, and this looks insane. Like, I've seen people talking about how they don't like the fact that stuff from the grid is coming to the real world because they would like to stay on the grid, but they don't know exactly how much is coming to the real world. So yeah, I can't wait till they show a shot like this in the next trailer or the final trailer. We'll see. This is another shot not in the latest trailer. So this guy right here, he's also nowhere to be found in the latest trailer for some reason. We have this really cool shot of Ares that's not in the newest trailer, unfortunately. Now, are you guys ready for the craziest thing that's not in the trailer that they just released? So we hear Kevin Flynn talking, but we don't see him. But in the trailer from D23, we get this shot of Ares like appearing somewhere else, looking around, looking lost. And then we get this wild shot right here. Kevin Flynn walks up and then he just says, "Greetings, program." So when he's saying, "Are you ready?" because there's no going back, my theory is that maybe Ares either dies or gets de-rezzed. I don't know yet, but something happens to him and somehow he ends up maybe on another grid. I don't know. We still have so many questions, but he ends up somewhere in front of him. He ends up in front of Kevin Flynn. And so he says, "Greetings, program." They have some kind of talk, and I think Kevin resurrects Ares. And when he resurrects him, well, right before he resurrects him, he says, "Are you ready?" because there's no going back. And so I think that's what all of that is. I think that's what's going on when we hear Kevin talk and we see him here. Like, I think that's what that's all about. Because for those of you that don't know, behind him is an older grid. I think this is Incom's grid. Because for those of you that don't know, there are multiple grids. It's not just a one grid type of thing. There's Incom's grid, there's Kevin's grid, and there's the Dillinger grid. There's also the art grid, but that's just in the video games. For the movies, there are just these three. This one looks like the Incom grid. And we did see a shot of Incom at the end of the newest trailer. But yeah, so that looks like that is it. I have so many questions. I wonder why they cut so much out. Again, I think it's mainly just because the teaser that they just dropped is just a teaser. So, and that's what they gave us, a quick tease. Versus the next trailer, I think that's where the real heat's gonna be. I think that's where the real heat is going to be. And guys, I'm so excited. I really am. You guys know how long I've been waiting for all of this. Hopefully we don't have to wait so long for the next trailer. I mean, right now, as of recording this video, it is the 8th of April. The movie comes out October 10th, my birthday. I'm gonna keep saying that. Y'all probably won't get that every video. I'm just remind people who watch this video. I don't know, maybe the right person will see it and I'll get invited to the premiere. Hopefully, right? But anyway, so with it slowly approaching April 10th, then we'll be officially 6 months away from the release of the movie. So I'm thinking maybe I would give it another 3 months max, hopefully less than that, but I think in 3 months max we'll get another trailer, and that will be like the full trailer. And then going forward we'll get another one, and then we'll get a final one. So realistically we have about another 3 trailers left before the film comes out. And so hopefully we'll see more footage, more things to get us hyped. And also we'll probably hopefully get international trailers, and normally international trailers always have additional footage as well. So I will make sure to cover every trailer that comes out. I will break it down for you guys. I will show you guys Easter eggs and everything. So if you want to stay up to date with everything that's going on with Tron Ares, or just Tron in general, make sure you subscribe, stay right here, turn on notifications, all that stuff. But don't forget that I also do talk about superhero stuff as well. So, you know, if you're just into nerdy stuff, period, might as well just stick around, right? But I'm about to head out of here. But before I go, I gotta let you guys know, I appreciate you guys for coming through. Make sure to subscribe if you're new, and always remember that you belong with this crew, and I'll see all you guys in the next video. Peace, y'all.